Hello, YouTube. I got a lot of things in the works, I promise. The next video is in the works. But for now, I would like to show off my DVD collection. I'm going to start off here with the Blu-rays. This 4-film family fantasy favorites pack here. Found this at like a Dollar General like 10 years ago. 8 years, 7. Took me forever to finally watch Beetlejuice. I like that. Still haven't seen the Never-Ending Story. Scooby-Doo. It's pretty fun. Willy Wonka. It's okay. It's pretty good. That will be featured in the next video. Next we got the Space Jam collection. This was used as a prop in the last video. And yeah, I really like Space Jam. Sequel's okay. Found this at a Target. It was like $30. It's kind of expensive for these two, but I don't know. I think it looks nice as a collection. I'm a little annoyed that the sequel's on top and not the original. But yeah. The next one here is my first ever Blu-ray. The Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas. I like the first movie way more than the other one. The second one uses really ugly CGI. Yeah, it's a pretty good Christmas watch, and pretty good for my first ever Blu-ray. Captain America Civil War. I remember when this came out as a child. I still haven't seen it, but like the hype for this movie was insane. You know, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers are fighting. What? Why? Like, there's a lot of intrigue for me as a child, and as someone that hasn't engaged with the MCU until rather recently, my attention was caught. Next we have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I've been trying to look for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1, but I found this at a Goodwill. Nice condition. The problem is the only, like, copies of the first movie I can find are, like, in terrible condition on Blu-ray, that is. But this movie's not as good, but it's alright. Next we have Deadpool. I found this sealed at a Goodwill. This movie's very different. I like it a lot. Unfortunately, when I brought it home, I accidentally stepped on the case and I had to replace it. I think this is the Lego Batman movies case that I harvested. But yeah. Elf. Now, this is a very disappointing Blu-ray. It doesn't even come with the DVD and doesn't even have a menu. That's kind of annoying. Christmas classic. So we have the Emoji Movie. This is a movie that they made. Does it even come with a DVD? No, it doesn't. Huh. Oh well. I mostly got this because of the digital copy. I don't know why, but even though this movie sucks, I like to watch this on road trips. I don't know. It's definitely not like, well, it is boring, but it's pretty fun to talk about. Finding Dory. I also found this at a Goodwill. I actually really like this movie, almost as much as the first one. Next we got Freebirds. Now, this became a joke on the internet, but I genuinely think this movie's pretty good. I think it's fairly underrated. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Who doesn't love that? Goosebumps. Found this at a CVS. I like this movie, but I could have skipped on this. It was like $7. Yeah, I could have found it somewhere else. Inside Out. I actually have 2 copies of this. One of them is a Redbox movie that I got for Christmas. And yes, that is a feature of Redbox used to have. You could just buy the movies outright. But yeah, I love this movie, and it's great to have this in its actual case now. I mean, this is just this isn't the Redbox copy, but yeah, it's good to have 2, I guess. And Jojo Dang it. Jojo Rabbit. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. I found it at a bin store. I got this for $5, and it was a pretty good deal. I think Taika Excuse me. Taika Waititi is very funny, and Lego Movie, one of my all-time favorites. I used to have a DVD. I don't know where I put it. It might be on this shelf, but I don't think it is. It is very, very good to have this on Blu-ray, though. Probably gonna upgrade to 4K, though. But regardless. The Lego Movie 2, not as spectacular, but I thought I might as well complete the collection on Blu-ray, even though I don't have a Lego Batman Blu-ray anymore. I got all scratched up when I was a kid. Lego Ninjago Movie. This actually came in like a special gift set and had a bunch of keychains, and I don't have the original box anymore. This movie is not my favorite, but it's at least better than the second Lego Movie. And I wish I still had my copy of the Lego Batman movie on Blu-ray. I'll probably get a new one. Something annoying is that they don't still have they like started adding the Lego logo to the Blu-rays, but not the first movie. And these things, when you're a collector, they just kind of annoy you. Oh, The Little Mermaid. I completely forgot I had this. I found it at a Goodwill. It's a pretty good movie. I like it. Next we have the Lorax. I have both the spoiler for later, but I have this and the DVD. This movie's an enigma. It's like so bad it's good, but it's also so good enough it's bad. But I don't know what to think of the movie, but it's fun to watch. So I think that isn't that all that matters? Marley and Me, the Puppy Ears. Yes, that is my copy from the North Canton Public Library. My mom gave this to me. When I was a child, she had a burnt DVD of this movie, and she made me believe that it was the actual Marley and Me. And so when people talked about the real Marley and Me, people were like, "Oh, the dog dies at the end." I'm like, I don't remember that. And yeah, well, here's the movie I actually watched. The North Canton Public Library was having some sort of closure or closeout sale, and she picked this up for me. Man of Steel. This was also out of Goodwill. I'm curious to check this out. I've heard a lot of unique things. It's kind of the reason why Superman and DC as a whole was kind of boring. Zack Snyder's an interesting guy, but he was not, from what I've heard, he is not the guy to do Superman. And I hope Zack Snyder fans don't watch my content, because they will crucify me for that. But Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, even though it's not directed by Tim Burton. I got this from the Disney Movie Rewards thing before it closed down. Great movie. One of the most unique Blu-ray menus I've seen. A lot of the earlier Disney Blu-rays, they had a lot of love put into those. It's a very different feeling. I don't know. It's very nice. Puss in Boots 1. Best animated film of the year? I don't think so. I don't really like this movie. I mean, it's fine. It's watchable. It's cohesive. But I won't. It's fine. Now, Puss in Boots 2. This movie's amazing. It's basically like everything the first movie should have been. Very Spider-Verse style animation, and it just looks lovely. And I really hope Shrek 5 is like anywhere near as good. That'd be awesome. Shaun the Sheep, the movie. This is really underrated. I got this from the store called The Exchange. It was only $1, and it was like off the counter. I was like, yeah, why not? Really cute movie. I like it a lot. Shazam. This movie is probably like the only good DC EU movie that I've seen. I'll get to you later. But yeah, this movie is great. It's really fun. It's kind of like the tone that the rest of the movies should have been. Like that movie right there. Anyway. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, what else can I say? This movie is just incredible. I'm definitely gonna upgrade to a 4K Blu-ray whenever I find a copy at a good price. Yeah. Across the Spider-Verse. I like begged my dad to get me this before Christmas. It was a lot of FOMO for me. And then I ended up getting a second copy for Christmas because my stepmom didn't get the memo. But I gave that to my brother. And yeah. Spirited Away. This movie's incredible. Like, if you heard anything about this movie, there's really nothing I can add. It's a pretty good entry point for Ghibli. Actually, Totoro's a better entry point. We'll cross that bridge. But yeah, watch it. SpongeBob movie. Again, what else can I say about this movie? Practically the reason the latest episode exists is because of this movie, so. Sponge Out of Water. I used to have a DVD as well of this. I sold it to the exchange. But yeah, these SpongeBob movies, they came in a 3-pack. I'll show it on screen here, but it was a very good value for all 3 of these, or at least I think. Sponge on the Run. This movie was basically why I wanted it, and then I watched it, and well, my first watch I thought it was okay, but the second it really soured it. But I've started to warm up to this movie a little. It's not abysmal. Spy Family. Now, this movie, or show, this show is a great entry point if you want to watch anime. Very cute cast, great action. It's basically a big showcase of what the medium has to offer. Superman. I basically got this day one just because I wanted to see all the bonus features, because this thing is loaded. But for some reason, the James Gunn DVD commentary is exclusive to iTunes, which that's stupid. I have it on iTunes. I could watch it, but... And for some reason, the disc is banana yellow. What's up with that, James? We got Transformers Dark of the Moon Blu-ray 3D copy. I got this at Goodwill, but like half the discs were missing. Okay, we got the normal Blu-ray. What is this? And the 3D Blu-ray. So okay, hold on. I still haven't seen this movie. I've seen the first Transformers movie. I've heard this is the best of the original trilogy. We Bought a Zoo. This movie is... I've heard about this movie. I know basically nothing about it except that they bought a zoo. I think my health teacher recommended this to me. I found it at Goodwill. Same time I found Deadpool. Yeah. The Wild Robot. This movie was incredible. I saw it with my mom. She cried. Again, this basically has the Puss in Boots Last Wish style of animation. This is like a must-see. Your Name. I mean, what can I say about this movie that hasn't already been said? I'm probably gonna find a 4K Blu-ray, but I'm pretty sure it's very expensive. This was a must-own for me. Andor Season 1. I found this at a discount store. It was $15. Yeah, I sweeped it up. I visited for 6 months, and they could not sell this, and I decided to swoop in. The Angry Birds movie. I glaze this movie a lot, but it is one of my childhood favorites. This is the first ever 4K I got. How fitting, because this was also one of my first Blu-rays when I had that on Blu-ray, but I don't anymore. It definitely will look great in 4K. Too bad I don't have a 4K TV yet. Fantastic Four First Steps Steelbook. I found this at another discount store, not the same one I found Andor at, but yeah, an incredible movie. It's beautiful. It's in 4K, so my dad is installing a 4K TV with a surround sound setup in our new house. This movie is definitely going to be the first one I watch there. Yeah, now we're moving on to the DVDs. We got Ant-Man. Tried to watch this with my mom, but something was acting up and I couldn't. I've heard good things about it. Barbie. There's one movie that took 2023 by storm, it was this one. I could have gotten the Blu-ray. I wanted to talk about this movie in the original run of SpendTube, but kind of forgot to. Bee movie. Now this is a movie about bees. This movie's a vibe. This is like the same thing I have with the Lorax, is that I don't really know what to think of this movie. It's okay. Big Hero 6. This one's for you, Mrs. Lasky. Pretty much everyone I know loves this movie. I thought it was pretty good, but like not one of the best. I got this DVD. I don't think it even originally belonged to me. Like, I think we just went to like a Walmart and got it. I think this came from a Walmart in Chicago. My aunt that lives in Chicago really likes this movie too. And yeah, that's how I first watched this. Captain Underpants. This is a gorgeous movie. I've talked about it briefly in my 2025 ranking, even though it wasn't part of that. Not a lot to say about this. I got it for Christmas. It was pretty epic. And I loved Captain Underpants as a kid, so yeah. Cars. If this movie has 100 haters, I'm not one of them. If this movie has 10 haters, I'm not one of them. If this movie has 1 hater, I'm not that person. Cars 2. This movie's very interesting to talk about. I remember a time where the internet hated this movie, but now Gen Z took over the internet, and now we love it. My opinion flip-flops on it every time I watch it. I either think it's pretty good for what it is, or it should have been an actual Cars 2. Right now, it's like a 5 out of 10. 2.5 pretzel baconators, you know. I'll probably talk about this movie. I'm surprised I haven't already. I'm surprised I haven't talked about B-movie. The Cat in the Hat and How Did the Grinch Stole Christmas. If you remember from my first SpendTube video, this was prop I used. These 2 movies, I'm surprised still even get released as often. Like, these movies are weird. I'm glad they exist, but they're weird. Chicken Little. I'm gonna be talking about this movie in the next video, but the movie's weird. This is a bonkers movie that not everyone likes, but I feel like I'm the only fan of this movie. That and my mom. Daddy Daycare and Daddy Day Camp. I remember as a kid, I read these things, and I just saw funny. No funny, so I better watch this one. And I ended up liking this one way more. I don't think anyone even remembers this one. I also have this on PSP UMD. Despicable Me. This is a classic. I like this movie a lot. Very Minions. We have more Minions to get through. Despicable Me 2. This one's also pretty good. Not as good as the first one, but yeah. I don't know why, but I feel nostalgic for that notch at the top. Minions. More Minions. This movie's... I think it's a little underrated. I mean, I can see why people may not be so inclined toward this movie. Who cares? It's Minions. It's Minions. You're never too old for the Minions. The Minions. Minions Rise of Gru. I remember back in like 2022 when this came out. It was my birthday around the time, and I was presented with an option to go see Lightyear or this movie. And I said, nah, I think I'm getting too old for the Minions. Lightyear ended up becoming my least favorite Pixar movie, and this movie became one of my more favorite Despicable Me movies. So, you're never too old for the Minions. You're never too old for the Minions. Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1, 2, 3, and 4. I used to have this as a kid, and then I lost it. And only the 4th movie I still had access to because I put it in a DVD binder. I bought it again. These movies are pretty good. Dog Man. I found this at a pretty good price, like pretty early on, surprisingly enough. I don't know why these DreamWorks movies always have this like special edition thing. It's always the standard release of the DVD. Maybe it's to make it more enticing. I don't know. Yeah, Dog Man. Finding Nemo Blu-ray in the skin of a DVD. Yes, it says right there, Blu-ray. I would have put it with Finding Dory up here, but that would look stupid. So it's down here, and yeah, Finding Nemo. It's a great movie. It looks beautiful on a 4K TV. It's pretty timeless. Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, with this edition nonsense. This movie was pretty hyped. I watched it day one on Peacock. I didn't go to the theater. But yeah, I felt the excitement for this movie. I don't watch it every Halloween, though. Every other Halloween. I still haven't seen the second movie. Forrest Gump. This is a pretty great movie. My grandma loved this movie. My mom loves this movie. Some kid in elementary school did not believe that I watched this movie. Tried to quiz me on random parts of the movie to prove that I watched this movie. The truth was, I wasn't really paying attention to the movie, but I was shown this movie at a fairly young age, and I remember liking it. So yeah, I have this movie. Frozen! I watched this twice as a child, and I did not care for it, but for some reason, that Christmas, I got this on DVD, and I've never used it. I've only used it once to see what the menu looked like, and that's it. But it's still worth keeping in my collection. The point of the collection is to always have access to these, no matter if I plan on watching it or not. And that's kind of what's fun about this. Good Burger. Good old Good Burger. I like this. You know how SNL skits, they usually get their own movies, but they're usually terrible. This is not that. This is a good version of that, because this Good Burger thing came from a show called All That, and yeah, it's pretty cool how they managed to fit it into a full movie. Whoa. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I watched the first one, and I really wanted to love it, but it was just okay. Great cast. Great effects for the time, I guess. Pretty good. The Grinch. I remember one Christmas I just asked for this, and I got it like a month or two early. I like this movie a lot. At least I used to as a kid. Now it's kind of dulled on me. It's fine. It's safe. It's generic. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is probably my second favorite MCU movie behind Fantastic Four. Again, as a kid, I was presented with a choice. This movie came out. You could go see this movie or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I chose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That movie is terrible. So I only watched this like a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, and I love this movie. I wish I chose that. Harry Potter. I found this at Goodwill. I checked this movie out. Thought it was okay. I have read the book, actually. Not all of it, but yeah. I don't really have an opinion on the books. Hoodwinked. For some reason, people think this movie is lost media. No. Like, here it is. It's right here. It exists. If you go into a Goodwill, there's a good chance you could find this movie. That's how I found this movie. And it's much better than the sequel, which is, for some reason, a lot more widely available on digital. I don't know what's up with that. Home. Again, with the party edition nonsense. This was like the first movie I noticed that with. This movie is pretty underrated. If this was made by literally anyone but mid-2010s DreamWorks, I think it would have gotten a lot more attention. Just kind of the cast was holding it back from being great. Yeah, I like this movie a lot. Hotel Transylvania. What a waste of $13. I got this like out because I felt obligated to get something from the Dollar General I was visiting. The first movie is pretty good. The second movie is also pretty good, but the third movie is not great. How to Train Your Dragon. I like this movie a lot too. Well, that's underselling it. Yeah, I found this at Goodwill. Pretty good. I don't know what to say about this. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 60s one. I used to have this in a DVD, but it was in like a disc binder. It's okay. I was willing to spend the money to get a case for it. The Incredibles. This is one of those movies where, like, as a kid, you may like it, but as an adult, you really appreciate it, like, fully. And no other movie for me, that is true. more than The Incredibles. This movie's amazing. And as a kid, I did not like this movie at all. Well, I did hate it, maybe. Maybe my mom has something to say about that. Iron Man. This is a really good movie to start the MCU. Very sleek slip cover. I usually take off all the slip covers for this thing because it makes it easier to slide these in. But the difference with this is what the underneath looks like. Tony Stark. So I thought it was appropriate to keep the slip cover on this one. Kiki's Delivery Service. This is a very cute movie. It's very cozy. This one's a vibe. The Kung Fu Panda trilogy. I got this at a Family Dollar, and I feel nostalgic for eating ramen and just watching these over and over and over again. Looney Tunes. This is a bunch of, this is an assortment of Looney Tunes cartoons. I haven't seen any of it. I got this at the same discount store I found this one at. Well, yeah, here it is. Seems nice to just throw in one day. We got the Lorax, the original childhood DVD I had. Someone told me that they have an innate talent to just spot one of these in anyone's collection. And I find that incredibly funny. Madagascar 1. For some reason, on streaming, it was impossible to watch this first movie. The second and third movies you can watch, like, anywhere. But this one, for some reason, again, like, hoodwinked. It was, like, incredibly specific. So I had to dig this out of my parents' like Tupper or bins, and we finally found it. And then I found it on streaming somewhere, so that's wonderful. This first movie is okay. I like the sequels better, honestly. Speaking of the sequels, Madagascar 2, this is probably the best of the trilogy. Moto. For some... Oh yeah, this is actually my replacement, because my old discs, like, skipped an entire scene, but this disc now looks spotless, so this one should be better. Now we have Madagascar 3. I think this one's pretty underrated, honestly. This, the circus, that's from this movie. A lot of the normies, I would probably call them, probably don't know that, but yeah. Penguins of Madagascar. I am going to block out this top part because this is from the library. Yeah, I mean, I can show it. I've said that before, but yeah. This is probably my favorite of the Madagascar movies. The penguins are pretty flippin' awesome. Yeah, I got this at like a fun fest. Maslin does that. We have there's like the bookmobile they were selling. I guess they didn't get checked out anymore. Alright, on to this bottom shelf. I'm just gonna move them up here. March of the Penguins. This is a pretty good documentary. Found this at the Goodwill bookstore. Yeah, don't have a lot to say about it. Megamind plus Monsters vs. Aliens. I used to have a Blu-ray of Megamind, but for some reason it stopped working. These two movies, for some reason, they remind me of each other. Megamind is a great movie. Monsters vs. Aliens is decent. It's very nice to own this. Monsters, Inc. is a very nice copy of this. It's 2 discs. The copy I owned originally did not come with the second disc. It was like a re-release, but that went bad, and I went to a garage sale and they had this copy. It is very nice. So yeah, Monsters University. I cannot remember if this was from Goodwill or it was my childhood copy. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, hot take? I think this movie's better than Monsters, Inc. Maybe not as funny, but I don't know. I think it's more impactful to me. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Great movie. This is the first movie I got from the Goodwill that opened near me. 2 discs. And this movie is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's not as funny on the second watch, but go into this blind and you'll have a blast. Morbius, the greatest movie ever made. It made $100 quintillion at the box office, and I bought it for $5 at the Walmart bargain bin. It It is nice to own this. The Sonyverse movies are really bad for the most part. Yeah. Here it is. Morbius, the greatest movie ever made. The Muppets 2011. This is a great movie. This is my childhood copy. I don't have a lot to say about this DVD in particular. I guess I like the menu. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. This is another underrated DreamWorks movie. It's probably more beloved than Home. Not a lot of people until recently talked about this. And I think it's really smart, cute, and cool, and epic, and adjective, and describing word, and yeah. My Neighbor Totoro. This is a great entry point for Ghibli alongside Spirited Away, and he's a big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Yeah. I like it. You should watch it. It's also very cozy. The Naked Gun trilogy. These movies are hilarious. I've only seen the first one, but I know the other two are also pretty good. Got it for $5. $5 for 3 movies. That's pretty incredible. And yeah, The Naked Gun. The new movie is also pretty good. Found it at a Barnes & Noble. I found the new movie at a Barnes & Noble. And I didn't pick it up, but one day I will. National Treasure. Now, this movie, they made us watch on the way to Washington, D.C., which is kind of ironic. Really, the only reason I have this is because I wanted a Shrek VHS tape, but the guy at the flea market was selling 2 movies for $1, and I couldn't just get it on its own, so I just got this with it. And yeah. Over the Hedge. This is also a very cozy movie. It's a very summertime vibes. I like it a lot. For some reason, RJ on the cover is orange, where in the movie he's gray. I don't know why they did that. Maybe this copy is like sun faded, but I don't know. Because he's also... Okay, no, he looks a little grayer here. Maybe it's just like a weird print. Because now I'm starting to see how it's like the actual color of the movie. Maybe it's just a little too red. But the other characters on the cover look fine. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Paul Blart Mall Cop. This cover, for some reason, to me is just hilarious. I don't have a lot to say about this. I haven't seen this movie in so long. I picked it up from Goodwill just because this is a very portable DVD player coded vibes. The Polar Express. This movie is pretty okay. Like, there's a train in it, and I don't have a lot to say about it. Except the fact that, for some reason, they have the border like that. Stuff just make... I guess it's because they wanted to convey a little 3D effect, but they don't go far out enough. And also, this is not in 3D. So just take this and stretch it out. This cover just makes me a little annoyed. The Prince of Egypt. This movie is great. I like it a lot. This is also going to get covered in the next video. Yeah. It's a great movie. Robots. Found this, I think I was at like another discount store, but I don't remember. This movie's great. I wouldn't even say underrated. I think it's getting its just desserts. I guess this is also getting covered in the next video too, technically. School of Rock. This is a great movie. One of Jack Black's best roles ever. This movie proves that Jack Black is a good actor outside of his usual persona. I mean, this is just Jack Black as himself, but it shows he can be a little serious. Yeah, I like that. It's a great movie. Secret Life of Pets 2. I used to have the Secret Life of Pets 1 on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray got scratched and I just threw that case out. My mom came home, surprised me with this one day, and we watched it and she fell asleep halfway through. Honestly, emblematic with the quality of the movie. I don't really care for this one. Shrek. This is just a classic. Like, there's absolutely nothing I can say. Shrek 2. I like this movie a lot. I don't think it's as good as the first movie, but man, this movie is still really good. A lot of people talk about its incredible DVD menu, and I have to agree, it has a great DVD menu. Shrek the Third. This movie is not as great. Again, with the streaming thing, I for the longest time, I could not find this movie on streaming, but my mom gave this DVD to me for my birthday one year, and then that's when they added this movie to a bunch of streaming platforms. It was really annoying. The Simpsons movie, the great movie. I like it a lot. Great cover, honestly. I don't know what about it is so appealing, but I like The Simpsons. So, yeah. The Social Network. This movie I've always wanted to watch. I'm probably gonna do a video about brand biopic movies, and this movie, I'll probably finally watch it, and I'll talk about it in that video. I found this at a flea market. It's a very fancy DVD cover. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. This was like, I considered talking about this movie in the cartoon movie video, but since these videos were still being produced in school, I'm not sure how an R-rated movie would fly with that. So I played it safe and I cut this from the video. I'll probably talk about it in like a part 2, but it's a pretty raunchy series. Not school appropriate at all. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. This movie is like straight out of the late 2000s, and I love that. And this movie kind of reignited my interest for Sonic. I found this at Walmart for $5, and yeah. Sonic 2. Now this movie I also found at Walmart for $5, and it's pretty good, pretty cool. I'll probably get Sonic 3 probably on 4K, honestly, which I do not like mixing and matching all the franchises, what platforms I buy them on. You know, we're nearing the end of the collection here. We got Spider-Man 1. It's a great movie. Probably my favorite rendition of Spider-Man still. Spider-Man 2. I did not realize how good this movie was until recently. I think it's better than the first Spider-Man movie. And yeah. Spider-Man 3. Not as good, but it has a lot of so bad it's good charm to it. I will say I did get all of these movies at Goodwill roughly around the same time, so that was nice. The Suicide Squad. This is James Gunn's first DC movie, and he would go on to direct Superman 2025, and I still haven't seen this. It looks very fun, and supposedly this movie is going to be like mostly canon to the DCU. Can't wait to watch it. Superman the movie, not to be confused with Superman. Superman the movie. I watched this movie first on an airplane, and it was like a 4D experience. Because like, as soon as young Kal-El was sent off to Earth in his pod, that's when the plane took off, and then like as soon as the plane was landing, Superman was like flying again, and yeah, it was very fun. This movie aged surprisingly really great. Got it for Christmas last year, I believe. And like I saw it at Walmart, and my mom took it and she said, forget you did not see this. Great movie. Super Mario Brothers. I was not expecting to like this movie as much as I did, but I did. It's a blast. If you're looking for a faithful Mario movie, look somewhere else, more specifically to the new ones. But yeah. Surf's Up. This movie is really unique. It's like a mockumentary format, but in an animated form. It is a very neat movie. It is pretty cool. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Not very school appropriate, which is probably why I'll talk about this a lot later, probably in its own little video. It's maybe a Spend 2 mini, but yeah, this movie's great, very funny. We have Talladega Nights, pretty funny. There's a lot of great moments. It's a very common movie to find at a Goodwill, so if you want to watch this for only like $2.50, it's where you go. The Tigger Movie. Again, a very underrated movie. I'm gonna pull these next two out at the same time because I have the same things to say about them. Tom and Jerry and Friends and Tom and Jerry No Mice Allowed. These two are very similar collections. They're just an assortment of Tom and Jerry cartoons. I believe this one is actually a re-release of another Tom and Jerry DVD set. These two are interesting. They contain shorts from both the original theatrical Tom and Jerry shorts and also Tom and Jerry Tales, which is like a newer Cartoon Network thing. And then they were also, there might be shorts from the Tom and Jerry show, but that might be too new for these two sets. I don't know. They're okay to pop in. These are very much aimed for kids, which I was at the time when I got these, so yeah. Toy Story, you know, for being the first ever CG animated movie, it is incredible how good it holds up. I'll talk more about it later. This DVD's definitely in questionable condition. We have Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Found this at Goodwill. I heard it is not good, like in the slightest, but it's still fun to watch. So yeah, here it is. Got a few more. They didn't quite fit on the shelf. I'm hoping in the new house there's going to be more space for these shelves. Turbo. I got this for Easter one year. The case is not in good condition, but the movie's okay. I haven't seen it in a long time. A lot of people like to dog on this movie. I don't know. I don't remember it being that bad. We have UHF. I got this for Christmas last year, and this is a really, really funny movie. It's really weird. If you like Weird Al, this is the movie to watch. We have Up. For some reason, my mom was like convinced that we did not have this movie, even though I literally got it for Christmas one year. She would not believe me. We have Granny Krampus and Krampus the Return. I found this at Walmart for $5, and that title made me laugh so hard I just had to get it. I'm probably never gonna watch this. And finally, for this shelf, we have Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. This is a great movie. Found this at a Salvation Army. Surprisingly expensive DVDs they have. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the more collector editions I have, and other box sets. Alright, here's my more special things. I got them out here. Here we have the Super Mario Brothers movie star inside of this. Look at that, it's the movie. It's a very cool set. It's not very practical, but it's cute. Next we have the Minecraft movie crafting table set. Contains the movie. But these sleeves are annoying. You have to like pry them out. Okay. Well, at least when it was new, but now it's very prone to ripping. I hate grabbing the discs by the bottom, but that's kind of what I have to do. Next we have this Transformers 1, but the cool thing is that this transforms. Yes, they made a Transformer DVD case. Yeah, the discs flap out from here. Hinge kind of broke here, but yeah. It's an awesome case. Next in the stack, we have the SpongeBob SquarePants Next 100 episodes. These are seasons 6 through 8, I believe. These episodes aren't as good as the originals, but these came out like around the time that I was growing up with SpongeBob, so I'm nostalgic for these episodes, and it is nice to have these, of course. Next, we have the first 100 episodes. This is an awesome set of the best SpongeBob episodes. The next 100 episodes were like re-releases of the seasons, while these were like specially designed DVD menus and everything. Is it weird to feel nostalgic over something that happened like 4 years ago? Because I remember watching these and just playing Mario Kart 8 on my Switch. It was a very nice time, the summer of 2023. Next we have The Simpsons Season 2. I got this alongside my Xbox 360. It is a very cool set. These episodes are pretty good. I'm personally more of a fan of like around season 6, but right here we have seasons 1 through 3 of Seinfeld. It's a very nice show to just throw on. These are great box sets. They're very cheap. Not hard to find either. Next we have Rick and Morty seasons 1 through 7. I found this at a bin store again. This is only $5. $5 for the first 7 seasons of Rick and Morty. That's kind of bonkers. Despite all that, I haven't seen the show, and I heard season 7 is where the show gets kind of bad. Gilligan's Island. This is a really old show, but it's pretty funny. My family loves this show, and it's a very nice big box. Next we have Family Guy seasons 1 and 2. These are what some would call the golden years, which is really sad for this show. Me personally, I'm more of a seasons 3 and 4 kind of guy, but yeah, here it is. The last one I'm going to talk about is this Back to the Future Blu-ray set. It's the first 3 movies and a bunch of bonus features. The annoying thing about this set is that, again, these cardboard sleeves are terrible. They like scratch up the disc and bleh. You see that? It's bad. I mean, the movies are great. The special features are great. The menus are okay. It's a nice set. But man, if they just didn't use the cardboard sleeves, it would be that much better. Anyway, that's it. See ya.